Hey everyone, Nubkeks here, and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm and the Road to Grandmaster. Like I said, all this stuff we've been a bit all over the place in terms of the order of these videos, but that's okay. That's okay. Coming up to the end of it, like it's all in Master at this stage, so I don't think it matters too much. Anyway, got a pretty cool video here for you today, where I'm going to be playing Greymane, and opposed to the most popular Greymane build at the moment is actually the cocktail build. Well, we're going to be doing something a little bit different, a bit of a blast from the past. We're going to be playing very much so a sort of melee assassin focused Greymane, and we're going to be using this to counter Murky a little bit. So yeah, I hope you guys are going to enjoy. We're also going to be testing out, not only will it be the sort of melee assassin build, but we're actually going to be going for the new Cursed Bullet heroic, which does just massive amounts of damage, can be a real tank buster, can be real burst damage heroic, and you're going to see a couple of uses for that in this game. You'll also see me miss it a couple of times because I'm a big noob, but we'll be okay. Anyway, the enemy team does ban out Dahaka to start things off, and our team captain is deciding what to do. Falstad or Ragnaros, Falstad or Ragnaros. Cursed Hollow, that's kind of a tough one. I'd probably ban out Ragnaros myself. And he does ban it out, so that's fine. One of our teammates is looking to play Abathur, and the enemy team does grab that first pick, Murky. Glorious. How fun for us. How fun for us. So, nice, always great to see an ETC first pick. Our team captain is hovering the Malfurion as well, so that's pretty nice. Setting us up pretty well for, you know, they're really good picks overall. Probably the enemy team will grab Malf. We'll see how it works out. This Abathur hover is happening for quite a long time here. Oh, and he switches it at the last second. Oh, he had you all going. He had you all going. Alright, so we've actually, quite unusually, in fact, we now have double warrior with Varian and ETC. So we're going to have tons of CC, but we're kind of gonna lack quite a bit of damage because neither one is particularly a bruiser, I would say. They're both very much main tanks. Varian can do a chunk of burst damage, but we'll see how it goes. Now the enemy team does grab Valera, which is an unusual pick to go with Murky. They're gonna have a bit of a wonky composition too. And then they grab Sergeant Hammer as well for their ranged damage. Now we're looking at getting Malf. And funnily enough, our fourth teammate here, let's just call him Wirt for short, but he is now going to be picking the Abathur, which is kind of funny. And then with our teammates hovering that, we're obviously going to move into the Greymane, which you can see me hovering here, and we will ultimately pick Greymane in this game. But yeah, basically, if you look at our composition, we've got ETC, we've got Varian, we've got Malf. We're gonna have an Abathur. We need something that does a lot of damage and is gonna be a good Abathur clone. And I said, you know what, Greymane will fit the bill perfectly. He's got so much damage output. We're gonna be able to be pretty aggressive with these double warriors that we have. And the Abathur is changing skins. And yeah, it should work out pretty well. I like the Malfurion idea quite a lot. Rhaegar would work as well, of course. I think they both work. I think Malf is better because Malf is better for the enemy team. Malf's just the best support still. But yeah, so Malf would be really nice here. I mean, he's got the silence against Valera, which is useful. The roots are useful too, to have even more synergy with the Varian and the ETC. So yeah, I kind of like that, and he can heal up a bit more consistently as well. He can also get scouting drones against Valera too, which Rhaegar can't do. So I do like the Malf quite a bit. The team does grab Johanna as their main tank, and they go for Brightwing. Very unusual. So a super wonky composition from them. I think they could tell that we were probably looking at. Actually, no, I'm not sure why they went for Brightwing. I think that's just a big mistake, to be brutally honest. I think that's a really big mistake. So yeah, I'm going to lock in Greymane. I actually, I knew I was going to be picking Greymane because the enemy team needed a warrior and a support. We had Abathur, so I was like, I'm picking Greymane no matter what. It's pretty much the only pick I can think of that would really, really work here. I mean, we could always go for Tracer or Illidan or something, but I said Greymane's going to be, I think, the best thing overall. So I actually ran and went to get a drink, which is why I didn't lock that in. I was AFK. Whoops. Oh well, hope you guys enjoyed that long wait. But yeah, so they've got Johanna, they've got Brightwing. The reason I don't like Brightwing is, I think... Like, he's got the global presence, and that's okay, but I mean, Murky's covering the global thing anyway. He knew that we were going to have an Abathur clone of something, so that we're looking for fairly explosive team fights. I suppose he'll have the Emerald Wind to disengage. I think it's a big mistake, though. I don't think the Brightwing pick really fits too well, and certainly with Greymane, we're going to be able to really, like, annihilate people, I think. We'll see, it'd be interesting. Murky's obviously very, very scary to play against. Murky's like just... This is original rework Murky's OP as fuck. Hopefully he's going to be nerfed soon. He hasn't been nerfed yet as of when I'm recording this, about a day before this video goes up on the channel. So it feels bad, man. We're going to grab Wolfheart at level 1. Like I said, we're not going for the cocktail build here. None of that nonsense. We're going for a full-on, in-your-face team fight. I've got ETC and Varian diving in. I'm diving in too. Big wolf in your face, going to do massive damage. Heck, there's going to be a clone of a wolf as well. We're going to have wolves for days. You guys are going to be CC'd for days with the double warrior support we got. You guys better watch out. Now the enemy team's got double bribe, which is kind of funny. So it's kind of, yeah, that should be interesting. Anyway, excuse me, I'm choking, I'm dying here. Double bribe, oh my god. Help me to, telling my team they should help me take the siege camp at 2 minutes. So basically, as soon as 2 minutes hits the clock, that's when the siege camp was going to spawn in the bottom right hand side. I'm going to try to take that out right at the beginning. So you're playing fairly passively at the start of this. Don't want to go in too deep. We're going to just kill Murky's pufferfish. This is part of why Greymane is so good, and then like rotate a lot around a lot. You're going to see me doing a lot of target switching in this game. That's one of the benefits of playing Greymane here, is that we are basically the solo DPS for our team, so we don't need to synergize. It's more so that they synergize with us. We follow up on the CC that our teammates enable, and then we can also just like switch targets as the needs of the fight go, and we're gonna have probably so much team fight control that we will be able to punish them quite hard. There's also a really interesting, I remember this, early laning phase of this particular game. Malphus Heartstoning. That's okay. I'm going to come down and help bottom a little bit. I think this actually, yeah. But I'll talk about this in a second. We'll just watch what happens here. Going on the Valera, probably a bit of a mistake. Luckily Hammer knocks us back, which actually saves our life. But I went in way too ham right there. Way too ham right there. There's too many enemy heroes, and I don't know if we had the Abathur hat, but we certainly got punished for that. But yeah, I think the interesting early laning phase that happens here in this game is that we've got Murky against Varian up top. Basically, we don't have good laning here because we've got double warriors with no wave clear. We've got like a bunch of really weak lanes, and then Malph's had to go into scouting drone. So I'm the only one with wave clear, and then we've got an Abathur as well. So we're just going to be pushed in like all the time. On all the lanes, they've got Hammer. It's so hard for us to actually stop Hammer doing Hammer things. And I think, you know, in hindsight looking at the game, I'm almost certain that the right thing to do in this case is just to aggressively trade with the enemy team. It's just to go, okay, well Sergeant Hammer's going to push in one lane, that's fine. We'll leave Abathur to like counter soak against her. Just soak. He's not going to win the lane, he's going to lose the lane. But we're going to take Greymane, we're going to push in somewhere else, and we're going to win that way. We'll just out-trade. It's like, yeah, sure, you can take a building with Hammer. We can't actually stop you. But you know what? You can't stop us taking a building either, because we're going to let you do that with Hammer, and we're going to punish you elsewhere. ETC does die. Like I said, they've got a pretty oppressive lane down there. We can push Murky off, no problem. We see Johanna coming in the mini-map, so we're not really looking to do anything here. We see Murky's coming in, so we're going to back off and play this fairly safe. Johanna's obviously still lurking there. Oh, there's even a Brightwing there as well. Hit Brightwing with one of these things. Pretty nice. We just blow up the Murky. Rip Murky. Bye-bye. We're going to dry zone out this Johanna a little bit. Could have body blocked her a little bit better. Going to put some damage onto her. We don't have our our W available for a while. But here we go. We're obviously going to focus on the Brightwing. Brightwing goes too far forwards, and she gets exploded. We take down Murky as well on the way out. Now that doesn't really matter at all, but Brightwing definitely overextending, and we obviously focus her and take her out. Gonna help Varian clear this out a little bit. Murky obviously can't do this much. At this stage, these guys are really annoying me, pinging everywhere, so I'm just gonna mute them all. You know, I was just like, yeah, you're just annoying me with the pings, so I'm just gonna turn your pings off. Like, I'm just getting spammed by pings. I have no interest in being spammed by pings. It's really not helpful, it's just annoying. If you're pinging helpful things, I'll listen. If you're spamming, I'm not gonna listen, so thanks. Excuse me. Anyway, we're here soaking in mid lane. We could actually potentially rotate away pretty soon. With Malf coming, I'd actually like to take this bruiser camp. We'll see if we can pull that off. Or potentially go bottom. We don't need to worry about bottom too much. So Malfurion is giving out to me even more. So we're just going to mute him. This is the best op. Like, if someone is just annoying you, it's like, he's just giving out. He's not saying anything useful, so we're just going to mute him. There's no point in listening. We can obviously use our Q to get past here, or our E if needs be. We're just doing damage to Johanna as we go. Gonna go into human form, then start poking her from range. Which is obviously something we can do. Unfortunately, we do run out of our W at that stage. Gonna go into wolf form and start diving in after the enemy team here. There we go. Johanna goes super low. We're gonna chase her down, and she dies. Very nice. We got an Abathur hat on us, so we're doing a bit of extra damage. Trying to hit Valeera with that. Didn't work. Come in here aggressively on the Sergeant Hammer and burn her down a little bit, and now we've got a really good position for ourselves. Unfortunately, we're low on mana. That's alright though. Gonna just keep poking Valeera with our ranged damage, our basic attacks here. They hit pretty hard. Your basic attacks as Greymane do hit pretty hard. And yeah, level 4, as you've seen probably come into this a couple of times already. Picked up Thick Skin. Whenever you use Dark Flight, we get 2 stacks of block when we're in Worgen form, which enables us to be way more aggressive against the hammer. Once again, Brightwing goes in a little bit too deep. We're able to punish her quite a lot. Turn around, and yeah, hammer actually does a fair chunk of damage when we don't have the block stack, so we do need to be careful, but we're able to bully her around quite a bit, and then just start wave clearing here. Johanna does use Iron Skin to avoid the root, so she's not going to die. And yeah, so far so good actually. We're a bit behind in XP, which is fairly expected considering the draft that we went for. We're going to come join ETC and burn down this siege camp. As you can see, perfectly able to work with the team, even with the pings and the chat muted. Don't need it. Level 7, this is where things get kind of interesting. Picked up Wizened Duelists. Wizened Duelist. Hero takedowns increase our basic attack damage by 3% up to 30%. The bonus is lost on death, so that's the thing you can see in the bottom left there, I do believe. We've got 1 stack so far, but yeah, we can get up to 30% bonus basic attack damage on our basic attacks using this. Just being careful scouting this out. The Abathur Q can obviously interrupt this. We fire off a basic attack as well for good measure. They're going to interrupt us, no problem. We're just going to wait for the last second, then jump on the Johanna. We're going to check out this stuff. The enemy team has hit level 10, so we probably need to actually give this one up. That's okay. Decent cleanse comes out. Kill Murky, that's another 3% damage for us, which is pretty nice. Jump on the Johanna, and then we're just going to back off and clear out these waves. Again, we don't have level 10 yet, so we're going to lose this tribute. It's not a huge deal. It's expected. Just make sure everyone gets out alive. It's going to be a close thing, actually. Never mind, Brightwing, I'm not sure what that Emerald Wind was. I feel like that was an Emerald Wind for damage. It was pretty terrible either way. But anyway, we're in a rough spot for the minute. We've got our fountain in a couple of seconds, which is why I'm lurking around here. There we go, we got the fountain. Gonna grab Cursed Bullet here. Varian's got Taunt. Don't know what ETC got, but this is where things open up a little bit. Abathur's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, what I was doing was like the super late danger ping where the person already knows they're in danger. I realized, so I just apologized straight away. You know what? Like, I've been annoyed by pings myself in this game. I don't want to be adding to that annoyance for someone else. You know, that's one of the most annoying ways you can ping someone. The, oh, danger ping or retreat ping. It's like, dude, I know I should retreat. I've literally been like running away for my life for the last 10 seconds. No shit, retreat. I get you. That can be very annoying to deal with, so. Anyway, this is a very favorable tribute for us. Looks really good. Bit of lag. Abathur causes weird lag in the game for me. Valeera is here. Try to hit her with Cursed Bullet. I was expecting her to run away, but obviously she didn't realize she was spotted, so she didn't. She stayed as if she wasn't spotted, which is annoying for us. Murky comes in. We're going to dismount this Johanna because we can. Don't want to stand in the March of the Murlocs too much. We do take 2, unfortunately. Valeera goes in, so we jump on her once again. She's a very easy target for us to hit. That's a good silence. Gonna try keep Varian alive. Fairly big priority here. There we go, take down Murky once again. Gonna jump in fairly aggressively into the back of the enemy team. Fire that Cursed Bullet. Cursed Bullet, by the way, very short cooldown. 30-second cooldown. It does, it's fairly cheap in terms of mana as well, and it does 35% of current health as damage. We're able to dive this really aggressively because the fourth all turned off now with the curse. So we're able to go in here and just burn this Johanna down. Down she goes. I think people didn't spot Hammer was down here. I think we maybe could have killed Hammer. It would have been fairly close. There's definitely potential that we could have killed the Hammer right there. In hindsight, I probably could have killed that siege camp, actually. I don't know. This is okay, too. It's one of those kind of tough choices where it's like, should I kill the siege camp or should I just, like, burn down the structures as quick as possible? I'm getting a little bit of lag now on my playback here. I'm not sure if that was actually from the game itself or if that's my PC getting stuffed up, much like I'm getting stuffed up. But yeah, basically the idea here, a Cursed Bullet, it combos especially well with ETC or Varian. Any tank with a stun. So for example, I mean, even if he stuns Johanna, we can then easily land Cursed Bullet. It's a really narrow skill shot, but we can easily land that. And that's going to be 35% of Johanna's HP down the drain. That's a crazy amount of damage on a 30-second cooldown. So, I mean, Varian is like the ultimate combo with this, because he's got this taunt charge, his charge taunt combo on a super short cooldown as well. So you can, on very short cooldowns, like kind of 2 or 3 times, let's say 3 times, really, in the time that most heroes can use 1 heroic rotation, you can use it 3 times, which is really oppressive. But yeah, you can get like really powerful blow-ups. Basically, you know, if Varian charges someone, we can fire a Cursed Bullet at them, then we jump in with Worgen form, we hit them with the basic attack, we use our Q, our Razor Swipe, to swipe through them, and then we hit them with another basic attack, and it's gonna be a ton of burst damage. We've already got 7 stacks of Wizened Duelist, by the way. Murky is feeding that quite quickly, and we do grab ourselves a boss, which is kind of nice. Varian does go down. I think he's protecting an Abathur right there. Valeera's in trouble. There we go. Cursed Bullet on her. But she uses Smoke Bomb to escape, and that's a 60-second cooldown. We obviously spot her going the other way, and we hit her with the Gulnean Flask or Cocktail as she goes past. It doesn't kill her, but you know, it does a little bit of damage. A little bit of poke damage, not too bad. Actually take Brightwing quite a bit of time to heal that up. And in the meantime, the boss is working away on this. Now, even though Varian is still dead, we're going to be able to start this boss up. It basically means that if the enemy team comes to try stop us doing this boss, the top boss is going to get lots of damage. So here we go. This hero, Johanna, defending against the boss. That's one hero that's not defending against the boss up top. Varian should be here fairly soon as well. We can see Valeera is lurking too. If I move Valeera with Murky, it's really difficult for them to actually engage a fight. Again, just about missed that Cursed Bullet, which is a bit of a noob move. March of the Murlocs coming in. Not sure why, really. We're going to kill Murky fairly soon. There you go, that's another stack of Wizened Duelist. Brightwing's in a tough spot. Actually, never mind, ETC's in a tough spot. Gonna jump in, do some damage here. Big silence, does tons of damage, and we're just burning through people with how hard our basic attacks hit. Brightwing lives with like a sliver of HP, kind of annoying. I could have actually killed Sergeant Hammer right there. We were just a slight bit slow, trying to snipe Valeera over the wall, and we're in a little bit of trouble because this Murky is actually a bit of a pain for us now. We're going to be able to Dark Flight out of there, which is nice, and then start shooting him from range. We got him down to half HP, which is good. See if we can hit him with a Cocktail. We can't, but there you go, he's dead. Wizened Duelist, fully stacked. We're doing 30% more damage per basic attack right now, which is pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic. And that's going to be damage against everything. Split push Abathur, by the way. In this game, I do grab Eager Wolf. 40% more attack speed when... Actually, I'll come back to those talents in a second. Watch this. Watch this. Here we go. Charge. Cursed Bullet. E. Q. Or, sorry, E, basic attack. Q, basic attack. That's a dead Brightwing. That is a very dead Brightwing right there. Evaporated in a split second. That's what this build can do, man. Or, well, Cursed Bullet can do with a Varian. It's kind of sick. We're killing Murky some more. We don't even need the stacks at this stage, but why the heck not? We're gonna push this wave in, and we're gonna deny them the siege camp. And yeah, then we definitely got big threat on the bosses. So level 13 and 16, I went for some Inner Beast talents. On the Prowl at level 13, once our Inner Beast has been active for 3 seconds, we get 30% increased movement speed. Then level 16, once it's been active for 4 seconds, we get 40% bonus attack speed. So yeah, once our Inner Beast has been active, like a little bit of the way into this team fight, we're going to start being really mobile and doing a lot of damage. Unfortunately, Abathur dies to Valera, so we basically have to back off and give up the map for the time being until he respawns. But yeah, Eager Wolf, I normally would probably prioritize Executioner, but Eager Wolf on this map in particular is going to give us a lot of damage versus the bosses. Now obviously you need to watch out for Valera. She could probably kill me right here. But she doesn't appear, so we're going to be able to work down this siege camp, no problem. We tear through a breaching camp real fast. We've got super quick attack speed, not an issue for us. Actually, bad play by the enemy team, to be honest with you, giving that up and letting us take that for free while we were down a hero. Okay, they took a siege camp, they got something, and they should really be minimizing all the advantages that we can get. Gonna finish off the pufferfish. He dies as well. We're in the middle of Dark Flight when he died, so we just did a little wolf hop in the air right there. We didn't actually travel anywhere. It's kind of funny. Actually, we're actually Hero of the Storm now. We've got like 20 takedowns, which is kind of crazy. Here we go. Cursed Bullet. We do hit Johanna this time. We start burning her down. As you see, that Cursed Bullet just absolutely shreds her HP. She does not last long against that. Our Dark Flight gets interrupted by the Condemn, which was a mistake from me. It's working down the Murky. Murky does go down, not worth too much. Dark Flight gets interrupted by the Emerald Wind. That's okay. That was an interesting fight, kind of back and forth. I think we used a clone in that one. Yeah, it's not up for 40 seconds, so we're a little bit behind. Nice pick onto the Brightwing. Cursed Bullet actually hits Johanna, which is fine because we killed Brightwing anyway. She explodes, no problem. We're going to chase this Hammer. Hello, Hammer. And switch over, start hitting Valera. We've got plenty of attack speed. We can bully her around a bit. We've got plenty of move speed. We can bully her around too. Going to clear this out for our team. Again, with Brightwing dead, we should be able to take this no problem at all. If they try to fight this, they're going to die. In fact, they're dying right now, which is lovely. That's a great route as well. Good taunt. Going to jump in, finish her off. Make sure that Murky doesn't kill ETC, and that's a pretty big win for us. Oh, they even found the Murky egg. So that's Murky super duper dead. Alright, well played, team. Alright, so now we can pretty much win the game like this. We just take one boss, we take the second boss, we take a tribute, get the curse, and then we just core them at 20. So, yeah, pretty easy win for us. As you can see, we melt through the boss. Probably one of the highest damage output heroes in the entire game, like Eager Wolf, Greymane, Wizened Duelist. Like I'm not sure what our damage output is, but it's gotta be insane. It's gotta be insane. Like we're doing so much damage here. Like that boss melted in no time whatsoever. The enemy team hasn't even respawned and we're onto their boss. I do make a mistake here, by the way, which could actually potentially be a game-ending mistake. So watch this. Mistime that. That's a big problem. Especially this early into our W. I actually put it on an 11-second cooldown, right? That's a big problem. That's so much damage that we're missing out on. So much damage output. Cursed Bullet onto Johanna. Gonna put some damage onto her. She used Blessed Shield to knock us back. We actually walk into the Murky egg. Or Pufferfish, which is a bit of a mistake. But yeah, the first boss is working on the top keep. They actually sent heroes to fight us. They're stuck in a really rough spot here. Abathur's gonna pick up the curse. Keep pushing in. We're even gonna take a bruiser camp for good measure while we're here. And then I think I take Tooth and Claw. I'm not really sure what to pick at level 20, to be honest. I feel like with this build, probably Tooth and Claw is the best thing. Going all in on like wolf form fun. Here we go. We've got a clone Greymane. This Keep's about to die. The Keep is dead. We still have a full health boss. We've got level 20. That was a good March of the Murlocs to zone us out. Our goal here is to be fairly safe. Here we go though. Brightwing gets out of position. We're going to work her down. She is dead. Within the mosh pit, Murky's dead too. We see Valera is lurking around to the side. Take some damage from the core. Want to stay alive. We were getting slightly focused by Hammer there. Gonna just hit Valera with some basic attacks as well. And being fairly safe. I mean, the boss is just doing this for us. Gonna kill Sergeant Hammer for good measure right at the end. And GG, well played. We win the game out. So I thought that was a really interesting game. Really interesting game. I think it was like the perfect opportunity for this Greymane build. I think it worked really well. I think it was a really good pick, and the pick probably is what I'd say for the most part kind of swung the game actually in our favor. It's having a Greymane, having the Greymane clone, the synergy with Cursed Bullet, the new heroic with Varian. Then just like the damage output against neutral objectives. Then like the big damage output of Greymane plus Greymane clone in the team fights. Wizened Duelist against Murky. I think it worked out really, really well. So again, the build in particular, this is like the melee assassin Greymane build. It's not, you don't see it much these days at all, but I like it a lot. It's Wolfheart, Thick Skin, Wizened Duelist, Cursed Bullet, On the Prowl, Eager Wolf, and then Tooth and Claw. But you got Freedom at level 20 to mix it up if you want. And yeah, as you saw, basically, we had the playstyle is, you know, you're poking in human form, trying to stay fairly safe. I mean, I'm not the best Greymane by any means, but hopefully it's pretty good gameplay overall, I think, for a bit of a Greymane noob. But you just kind of, you know, you stay fairly safe, you're poking from a distance, then, you know, you... Cursed Bullet. You want to use Cursed Bullet pretty liberally, honestly. Like, pretty much, if you can land it on a max HP target, well, not Murky, obviously. It's not good against Murky. Don't hit Murky. But if you can hit pretty much anyone else, it's pretty much always worth it, because the cooldown is so short. It's a 30-second cooldown. You might as well use it. So, yeah, I think you pretty much want to use it whenever you can hit a hero that's, like, on full health, or then combo it with a CC of some sort so that you can guarantee the hit. And you could see, like, against Brightwing, we have this massive burst combo. Cursed Bullet. Then you use your E, your Dark Flight to jump on top of them. You hit them with a basic attack. Hit them with your Razor Swipe, your Q in wolf form. And then hit them with another basic attack. And then you can continue on the chase, you know, honestly, with your W talents later in the game, giving you move speed. And you can, like, yeah, it's pretty scary. It's a ton of damage. As you saw, Brightwing evaporated multiple times in the game. She just exploded. And there wasn't much you could do about that in return. And yeah, you do a lot of damage to neutral objectives. You want to stay fairly safe in the team fight, and you do like alternate between. He's a really interesting hero actually. I need to play him more. Like alternating between your wolf form and then a human form. It's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool hero, but I hope you enjoyed anyway. And yeah, it's nice seeing Greymane back in the meta a little bit. I didn't enjoy him before in the meta because I didn't play him, but now I've kind of warmed to him a little bit. I don't know, I kind of warmed to him a little bit, and I'm willing to play him a bit more and excited to see where that goes. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will catch you all next time for more Heroes of the Storm. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.